The court of family picked to be in charge of his estate. Since Mohbad passed away, we have not touched any money from Mohbad. Is there safe?
Hey, what up guys? So on this video, still on justice for Mohbad, Naira Marley finally came out and he came out to say his own part and his own side of the story, and he explained from the beginning up until the last moment he spoke to Mohbad before Mohbad's demise. So I'm going to be breaking this video for you bit by bit, guys. Now I'm going to be talking about from the first point that caught my attention, from where he started sending money to an account that was not Mohbad's account, to the point Mohbad threatened, to the point Mohbad actually came out to say Naira Marley, the Malians, and everybody that was around the Malians would be responsible if anything happened to him, over to the point where, and that was because of the NDLEA, over to the point where he almost buyed himself, to the point where he had issues with the management, that is his manager, to the point where he was actually making up his mind, and then he finally left the Malians record and the Malians house. So I'm going to be breaking it down for you part by part in the order I've just given. Now, firstly, when Naira Marley explained everything, he got to a point where he was talking about sending money to Mohbad, but the thing that caught his attention and also caught my attention was the account he was sending money to was not Mohbad's account. That was a woman's account, and the name in that account was definitely not Mohbad's mom's name and not Wunmi's name. So it was someone else's account that Naira Marley was sending money to, and not Mohbad's account. When Naira Marley actually approached the account issue, Mohbad was like, it is mom's account. So Naira Marley was okay for a while, but after some time, it is actually weird, because this is business and there's money involved, so you need to be careful with documentations. And if documentation was going to be made and the name there is not Mohbad's name, it's going to be somehow. So Naira Marley thought about this, and he called to the attention of Mohbad, and he was like, if Mohbad wants him to continue sending money to him, then he has to open an account for himself, that he can no longer send money to that account. And this was where everything got fishy. After this, Wunmi, Mohbad's wife, actually reached out to Naira Marley and was angry at that decision that Naira Marley made Mohbad take. That was the first fishiness of this video.
So now today is the shoe. I'm getting prepared. I have to be there before you. What video is this, Mama? Okay. You can see our relationship anyway. I sent him beats from someone. Boom, 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 boom. On the path, we speak. He wants to come around. You can see. President, now where are you? Where are you? This is 16th of November 2020. I'm in hospital now. I'm sick. Good evening. People say Mohbad is scared of hospital. It went 2020. Anyway, now I'm in hospital now. I'm sick. Good evening. I'm like, what's wrong? He said malaria. So I said, what hospital? He said the one at the front of our estate. We'll continue treatment tomorrow. You see? Boom, boom, boom. This is our relationship. Good morning, sir. May God continue to bless you. I got the money. It's all love. It's all love. But here we go now. Mohbad sending me this account. Let's just pay attention to this account anyway. This is Adesanya Justina Olajimoke. Zenith Bank. So there's my account, sir. No, that's not your account. I know that's not your account. Wow. Anyway, I got the money. Thank you, sir. Welcome. Really appreciate, sir. But anyway, WG. Treatment for WG. Malian Satem. Boom, 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 boom. It's all love. It's all love. You can see. Is that what you want to shoot? Or sorry, you want to shoot Malian's anthem? I said, why not sorry? Sorry is the biggest track on your EP, I guess, because I love that track. But as you can see, he said, all right, let's go for that first, then later I will shoot Malian's anthem. As you can see, I only suggested I will shoot sorry. We didn't even shoot sorry. We shoot Malian's anthem because, you understand, I can't force you. I'm not like that. I get it. So going on. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back to that so you can see the date and time we start. Last time my message delivered to him was 22nd of December 2020. Now let me go to this number. Good day, sir. This is Mohbad. My new number for call and WhatsApp. Thank you for believing in my craft, King. I will forever be indebted to you. Today makes it a year you announced me as your artist. No one would have done that if not for you. I love you, man. Reading all this now is it's sad, man. Yeah, but in sending this, wow, I was ready, because at that time I'm thinking, oh, what have I was ready to do a lot for him. Just this message, I was ready, boy. I'm like, let's go. You can see he sent me this account again. Adesanya Justina Olajumoke. There it is. I sent a voice note. No. He said this is account. That's a female name. But okay, maybe it's not. You got the money yet? Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. This is him in Kenya. Please confirm my address. What address to account, please? This account again. He sent me this account again. This is when, before he's been telling me it's his account. And now he said, it's mine. It's my mom's account. I know that's not your mom's account, and that's not your mom's name. Well, I think I'm sure that's not his mom's name. His mom's name is Abosede or something. Sorry, pardon me if I'm wrong. But I don't know. I'm sure that's not his mom's name. Pardon me if I'm wrong again. This is looking like Wunmi's mom's name. I don't know. You guys confirm the name. This is looking like Wunmi.
Now, moving further, there was this issue that they had with NDLEA, right? When they came and they took Zinoliski and some other guys from the Malian's house, and Mohbad was making statements like, if anything happens to him, if anything goes wrong, the Malians are responsible, Naira Marley is responsible, Zinoliski is responsible, everybody, their wives are responsible. And I'm like, is it that everybody is after only you? That was my thought though. But he was making such statements, and after the whole thing, when Naira Marley heard about it, because Naira Marley always is not in Nigeria, because according to him, he moved to Nigeria 2019, because he saw that he had a fan base here and it was strong, so he decided to stay here, and then had his record label where he now got Zinoliski, he got Mohbad and some other persons. So when this particular incident happened, Naira Marley was not in the country, so he rushed down quickly. That was like the next day. He went to the hospital to see Mohbad, paid for his hospital bill, made sure that they do some checkup on him, do some tests and everything, to make sure that Mohbad was fine. So after the whole thing that happened, Mohbad came and was apologizing to him for the statement he made. But of course, this is social media. I know statements like that are statements that should not be joked with, because if anything really happens to the person, nobody wants to understand or nobody wants to hear your side of the story, because the victim already made a video. All fingers will definitely be pointing to you, and Naira Marley knew this already, he understood this already, so he was conscious of always making sure that Mohbad was fine. So when he came back, he paid his bills and he did everything possible and necessary for Mohbad to be okay. You understand? And I'm going to be showing you in this particular video.
The NDLEA came to they came to Malian house. They took Zino, Shibomi, and others. They were arrested. Mohbad eventually joined them there when they was taking Zino. When Zino and that was on call, Mohbad had the altercation with the officers. He had a physical altercation with the officers. So they took him along with them. I was on the flight coming back home to save them. I had to book my flight.
Hello, kids. So I'm leaving Sweden now. I'm going back to Nigeria today. Right now, I'm at the airport. Leaving Sweden now. Mohbad went live on that dress shortly after he was released.
While I was having a panic attack, he accused myself and others of life endangerment.
Like I'm a bad boy. Now my mama saw I don't really mean it like that from my mind. You mean it, so I don't know these people are behaving on me. They have been doing bad things on me. I went mad into it because of this issue. Now they are trying to kill me. Everybody in the whole world, please help me. If I die, bro, Amalia kill me. I beg, if I die like this.
Oh, guys, stop this now. What's wrong with you?
I beg, I never said they talk. No worry. They tell me they go our house. Oh yeah, call here, call police. I go go anyway.
Which police?
Jesus Christ. Ọlọ́run gbà mí o. Jésù ẹ gbà mí o. Ọlọ́run ẹ gbà mí o. Jésù ẹ gbà mí o. Ah, look at all these people, sha. My God will never fuck me up. Never. I'm in Idado estate. I'm in Idado. I'm in the estate.
So, a couple minutes after accusing me, the guys came to his rescue. On their way to the hospital, he also accused his girl, Zino, Hemo, a lot of people. He even accused our wives.
I'm fucked up by many people. I don't trust any of you. We are going to the hospital. You I don't trust that. She's there too. Cynthia, no more. Hospital, I will die hospital, yeah. I'm going to the hospital. You will die. Where you dropping? Go. Look at the phone now. Emo, Zino. Gbogbo àwọn Mali music pátá. Máṣe ti bẹ̀rù àti ìyàwó ẹ̀. Túndé, Malé Junior, gbogbo wọn pátá Idris, gbogbo wọn pẹ̀lú everybody wọn Mali music lè rántí gbogbo ìyàwó wọn. Everybody.
Shortly after that, while in a vulnerable state of psychosis, he made a statement calling Zino a snitch.
So now, after this incident that happened, Naira Marley would always travel for, events and all these things. He got a call again that Mohbad was trying to buy himself, and instantly Naira Marley reached out to him. But something I like about what Naira Marley does? Each time there was this kind of thing happening, Naira Marley always makes records. He keeps record, and he recorded literally the conversation he had with Mohbad, and I'm going to be showing you in this video where he was advising Mohbad and was telling him that buying yourself is not the solution to this. If you're going through pressure from family, from your wife, from your parents, you can tell them you want to go somewhere. You're a boss on your own, you're a king on your own. You want to go somewhere where you can be alone and take care of yourself. You understand? So Naira Marley was advising him, and he was now apologizing that he's sorry and all that. And after the call they made, Naira Marley still went further to even reach out to Zinoliski and the other team members to go take Mohbad out so that he can be happy and all that. Prior to this, Mohbad had already left the house after the NDLEA thing that happened. He had already left the house to his own space, So they actually took Mohbad out. Zinoliski had a club performance, so they were already there. They had their time. They had fun time. They even went home after there. They were having fun, like you can see in the video. They had fun, a whole lot of fun. And then Mohbad just suddenly said he wanted to leave. So he left, and they reached out to Naira Marley. I was like, should we allow him go? Naira Marley was like, he's a man of his own, so if he's deciding to leave, you guys shouldn't stop him. Let him go. Besides, he's with his family, so they let him go.
Ó dẹ̀ ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ dáre pẹ̀lú sẹ́yìn tó ń stress ẹ̀. Mo dẹ̀ ṣàlàyé fún ọmọ pé last time ó ṣe fídíò sí pé if anything happen to you, Naira Marley àti Mariam to me. Nísìnyí ọ̀fẹ́ parẹ́. Wọ́n náà wò ó. Ó fi bẹ́ẹ̀ ni pé ọ̀fẹ́ parẹ́ mọ́ báyìí. But that's like one hour ago ló ń fìlì bẹ́ẹ̀ tó tẹ̀lé mọ́ni. Tó bá parẹ́ níbẹ̀ sí kí ló bọ́ máa sọ. Bàtà tó ṣe fídíò wẹ́ẹ́dẹ́ pé Naira Marley fẹ́ pa ẹnu bẹ́ẹ̀. Tó bá parẹ́ níbẹ̀ yẹn sí tó tẹ̀lé mọ́. Tàbí ló bọ́ yẹn máa sọ. I'm just looking after you. I need to look after you. I told you already. You shouldn't be stressed. Be free. Do what you want to do. And say what you want to say. Say it. If you say, "Wunmi, yeah, man, that you might think why job." Can you say it? Be free. You wouldn't feel like. I know you said you feel like nobody likes you, Abi. But if you don't feel like, if you feel like nobody likes you, it's not always way to kill yourself. Do you get? because they're not showing it that they don't like you. So don't prove at everyone like it here. You walk off you, but no, trust it. It's something in the back of your mind that you erase.
Yeah, I'm trying to erase it. I'm trying to erase it. You know, I'm trying to erase it.
But you're locking yourself. Now you're locking yourself.
I explained all this to him. That immediately he said sorry, apologize, boom, boom, boom.
Okay.
You know, stress them over wine. Don't free your mind. Surround yourself with who you want to surround yourself with. Do you know? I'm talking about free. I'm very aware because so go joke friend. Like, I'm going to if you want to let us know, let's I'm going to make up small. Because if you don't care, because if you don't like it, nobody cares. You buy now. Nobody wants to tell. Nobody wants to tell. You're better off alive than dead. Nobody wants to tell. You can't. Being too bad, when you help anything, make everything worse. Everything worse. Why do you punish? Don't know straight away. Hell fire. What's your burial? My don't so better pare. Ya don't have it. Oh no. We're going to hell. The pain there is more than the pain you're going through here.
Immediately after I got on the phone to him, I got the address. I called Zeno, Emo, in people from my house. You can see the date and time. They have videos too. You can see the date and time. Oh, you can see everything. It's important. The date and time is very important in all these things, so you can see. I called Zeno. I told them, listen, what happened? You guys listen, just be easy. You might be paranoid. You guys be easy. Go there, pick him up, make him happy, whatever. So they went there. He went with them. His dad even went with them. So Zeno had the show. He went with the show with Zeno. Zeno had the club show. He went to the show with Zeno. It was fun. It was okay. Everybody said it was okay. They went to eat after. They sent the video. The vibes in. And they went back home. He was eating again with them. You can see there was a video, but they sent it to me like to make sure it's okay. They can't see what's wrong. They sent it to me. Then I'm like, okay, if you guys can see what's wrong, just let him stay there with you guys. Let him sleep since it's okay now. Then they're telling me Mohbad said he wants to go. Like his phone is ringing. He wants to go. Obviously, someone that's going for that, I can't tell him to hold him down. I can't tell him to stay there. I have to let him go. It's his dad now. He's his parents. So he left.
So on the 29th of March, I am on the flight. 2022. Next day after, you were chilling with Zeno. I am on the flight coming back to Nigeria. As soon as I got back, me and Mohbad met up. He came with my seat. They will be last one on Snap on Saturday. Snap at me. Thinking what look better than kilo July. Kilo Jacob won't go. Kilo this shit on by you. Come on, Jacob won't go. Shit on by you. Snap. On Saturday, no, I want to go. On Saturday, we're going to go. I'm sorry, I'm going to go. I'm sorry. I'll let the do it and go back. So I can feel free. This video is too long, so I'm going to cut to some important parts because of time. I'm saying I don't let that. I just like to. Because you just saying you need to be fine. I don't think I'm not fine. What does everybody say I'm not fine? Like who? Your dad's okay, I'm saying okay. Why? What did you say saying okay? Get your shit over. Okay, Babo, no one's trying to make sure you're okay. You need your time. You're fine now. So don't think we're okay, I'm better. The body don't think okay. Alright, when is watching? I'm not deciding my police because no one listen. Yes, I'm from Benjamin. No open for them. I like going on my walk on my soul. They go be king. Listen, I feel like oh, yo, I want this. I feel like them. And to my left, my neighbor was like, okay, but yeah, give me because she had advice saying, but to my soul, no one final say. So yeah, you Mr. Travel, I listen. My Bible man, so we shall show them. Once she my advice about Naira, which I'm not going to be, I'm not going to be everybody. So yeah, but my soul, them like weekend. Okay, for example, I'm not go. For example. You can go for whatever happened last time. Where you done a video saying, nah, I want to kill you, everybody want to kill you. Yes, everybody, then go to Naira, you go to Jimmy. Cool. And then the other day, listen, don't snatch a sniper. Then it's share your time. Bye. What do you think? Look how bad I am also. But the best not the members that are coming inside. If anything happened to you there, what do you think everybody will say? Follow something. Hello, someone question. Hello, Bob. You have a lot of hope. I should test now. Someone always should test me. I'm sorry, can you? I've never told you, but I'm going to my myself. I don't understand. I don't understand. You're thinking too much. That's what I'm telling you, though. But they don't understand you. Because you're restless, you need to rest more and chill and stop thinking. I'm going to take care because there's nothing like that. I'm not like, I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I'm just thinking too much. But you going to the suicide side and feeling like that, it's bad. It's something that should be sad. I'm so really sad. It's upsetting. And, you know, it's upsetting. It's really upsetting. But I don't think suicide is the answer. Like, I know me, so I know me, I'm not but it's just more stress for me because if you're really feeling suicide, it's bad. You need full help. Apart from if anything happened to you now, you're like, okay, oh, this happened, I have let the bash on continue more. So that will drop it out. You're not even the best level. You're not even the best level. Okay, mental breakdown, don't go through. I don't want you to even feel that fact. Most of them go into law. Why do you talk about that? Because of your parents. Why do you want to commit suicide now? Which means everything you said then, okay, that's the time to the only everything you said they come back again because you're like, no, but
Now, fast forward to the incident with Mohbad and his manager. Now, first off, this manager was not imposed on him by Naira Marley. This manager was not imposed on him by the team. He handpicked this manager by himself. You understand? So, whatever was going on with him and his manager was between the two of them. Naira Marley had no hand in it. Even though sometimes, you know, as the boss, he was always asking questions. And Mohbad had a group chat that was Mohbad's project. So Naira Marley, being the record label head, was there to, you know, make sure everything was all right. So even when Mohbad and his manager was having issues, Naira Marley was not aware. And when he came and found out that they were having issues, he tried to fix them, you know, all that.
Then when Tune came into the chat, Tune said, bro, what rubbish are you saying? If they approach you for shows, have you ever directed to me? Have you ever told me to do anything that I didn't deliver? Mohbad replied, say you're mad me. Tunde, just talk now. That is the percentage I'm collecting that is bothering. Tunde, you know the better for you. Mohbad, let's go back to the norm. What have you done? Tunde got to punish you. Mohbad, on the way. So they're having an argument there. Tunde, shut the fuck up. Don't you prefer working with your girl? Mohbad, who they give you liver for dying here then? Bro, being calm for you doesn't mean I'm stupid, okay? Mohbad said, fuck you. Tunde said, how really? Shall we start now? Tunde said, I'm not be like you will get the control. Shudi said, waiting the cause of this rubbish. Mohbad or Omar said, better fight for life, replying to Tunde. Mohbad typed into the edit. Tunde said, you think saying alive is dead? Shudi came in again, what type of disrespect is this? Mohbad typed and again, you can see it later. Tunde said, bro, you don't get mad, why you did delete chats? Nobody replied to me. My life is better than yours, so work on yourself. So then everybody when they work with knows how to work. Mohbad, when we see you say this in my presence, Tunde, I change your ways fool. Mohbad said bye for now. Tunde, go, I pity you, I swear down. Mohbad said pity yourself, you have no life. Tunde, you be okay. See person where talk. Bye. Mohbad said you pained. The last time I checked, I'm paying you. It's true, Mohbad is paying you. That's a money, I don't pay it. But hey, Tunde said, hey, fool, you don't forget say you the home money. Send my money, bro. Mohbad, no be your fault. Laugh like a bank on my room. Tunde, you shall pay me off the laugh. Mohbad said, anyway, please, Sha. I came back online and I'm like, oh wow, so you guys have a problem with each other since or what? You guys are here again about what? I didn't even know that. This is my first time seeing them fight.
Anyway, remember the last message I sent in the group chat was 12:08.
So after all this, they had a fight. Now that's Mohbad and his management. That led to Mohbad leaving the record label officially. But as soon as Mohbad left the label, it wasn't so long. There was already a tweet online, you know, and being that Naira Marley was a very smart person, he already knew that this cannot be Mohbad because this person, we have a very good relationship going on. You know, our relationship is so well that Mohbad cannot see all this, but nevertheless, no problem. And Naira Marley cut ties with Mohbad from that moment. And this was like in October 4th of 2022, you know. So all this while, from October till 2023, Mohbad was still releasing songs even after having issues, after saying that Naira Marley will be responsible if anything happened to him. He released 2 songs. He released one in May. He released another one in sometime at the end of the year, you know. So he was still releasing songs. So Naira Marley was never an issue or a problem to Mohbad, you know. Now fast forward to when Mohbad finally died. Now this was where it became clear everything that was happening, you know. So Mohbad died like on the 12th of September. On the 16th of September, 4 days after Mohbad dying, there was already people saying that there's going to be an autopsy, there's going to be an investigation and everything. Everybody was expecting that, and the next thing you see is message from Mohbad's lawyer requesting from the Malians record Mohbad's royalty. Now guys, is this not so fishy that somebody just died and 4 days after you're already requesting for his royalty? Now this was where the fishiness came in. But Naira Marley, being that he was free-hearted, he came all the way from where he was not even in the country when Mohbad died. He was out for a shoot with Zinoliski for his new video. So when he heard Mohbad died, he quickly came back, just to make sure that everything was done properly. He was detained for 2 months, 2 months, even though he was not around. He has not seen Mohbad for almost a year or more than a year, but he was still detained for 2 months. But he didn't even take it to heart. He saw it as one of the things that would happen in this kind of time. So finally he was released and they went on with the case. But at the end of the day, there was no proper evidence that this was what really happened to Mohbad. This was why Mohbad died. This was what led to his dying, And Naira Marley went through a whole lot. He was blacklisted. People saw him to be a bad person. People saw him to be the cause of Mohbad's dying. A lot of people had a lot of bad things to say about Naira Marley, But after Naira Marley came out to explain in this particular video, you would hear a lot of people saying different things. Now, in Naira Marley's comments, there were comments like, "We black judge too quickly with emotions." But one thing I would say is that this life is a scary place and social media has made it worse. Thank God you're still strong and safe, Naira. Big love from Ghana. Now this other person came up and said, "Almost see as I dey emotional. People really did Naira Marley and Zino bad. Bounce back, Malians." Another person was like, "The day you said you leave everything to God, that's the day I knew you were innocent. Justice for Naira Marley." Now another person came up and was like, "Those who unfollowed Naira Marley, then can you all please follow him back? Sorosoke, Naira. God bless Kemi and VDM. Justice for Mohbad now is real. Justice for Mohbad now is real. They should arrest Wunmi and Adora now." Now, these were some of the comments we got after Naira Marley dropped this particular video. Now, lastly, Naira Marley came out and was like, he strongly believed that this is the right time for the police or for the force to pick every single person who was with Mohbad 24 hours or 48 hours prior to his death, to his spine, that they should arrest everybody who saw Mohbad, who had something to do with Mohbad 24 and 48 hours after or before his spine. That these people need to be in detention, that this case needs to be revisited. So guys, this was what Naira Marley had to say. So you heard him for himself and you heard all he had to explain. So guys, tell me what you think about all he said in the comment section. Do you think what he said was true, even with the evidence he had to show for everything he was saying? Or you think all those evidence were cooked up? Tell me what you think about it in the comment section. And if this is the first time you're seeing this channel, guys, do not forget to like and do not forget to subscribe.
Surrounding his death are truly painful, and we are open to provide any cooperation necessary to the authorities to carry out any investigations. Right now, we are focused on making sure the legacy of Mohbad lives on and is remembered as he was in his final months. Free, strong, and fighting for his future. Before his passing, Mohbad was in court to retrieve the majority of his songs and unpaid royalties which were wrongfully held by Malian Music. He died 4 days ago. We don't even know what care we... But anyway, let me continue. This is not true. Mohbad was in court to retrieve the majority of his songs and unpaid royalties which were wrongfully held by Malian Music. This is not true. This is wrongfully held by Malian Music. But let me continue. We will continue the fight to retrieve his catalog and unpaid royalties so that through this, we will continue the fight to retrieve his catalog and unpaid royalties. 4 days, we're not fighting for who killed him. You're not fighting for... I don't understand. 4 days, catalog. There's something wrong, his catalog and unpaid royalties so that through this, those he left behind, especially his son, Liam Imole, will be provided for. I'll get there. I'm coming back there. We want justice for Mohbad, and we will appreciate all the support we can get in this fight to retrieve his catalog. We will appreciate the effort we can get to... Let me do that again. We want justice for Mohbad, and we will appreciate all the effort we can get in this fight. In this fight to retrieve his catalog for Malian music. As this is the justice that Mohbad was working towards. Imole lives on. Look at them. They don't care. I think they care. They don't care, bro. Okay, so I came back to Nigeria to support the police with the investigation because I can see fingers pointing our ways. I can see that they paid the block. So I want to come back so they can actually know that I have nothing to do with it and chase whoever so he can get justice. So I came back to Nigeria. I was in Panti for 2 months. 2 months. After I even got out of Panti, I was fighting for my passport. They held my passport for how long? I showed them everything. There was no, like, this is a working country. Okay, it's okay, you can question me, but there's no reason to detain me for 2 months. 2 months for what? No reason. I was not in the country. I haven't seen him for over a year. There's not even nothing to ask him. There's nothing. I showed you everything. I was in Panti for 2 months, but it's okay. It's nothing, bro. I understand. I get it. There's people behind the scene. As you can see, the group chat got leaked. The officer that was in charge of the case in Panti, Mr. Ilara, they mentioned his name to call him. They're talking about George. So they did this is Africa, they did their homework to keep me there for 2 months. I was in Panti for 2 months. Even people pointing fingers at me, that don't mean I should be in Panti for 2 months. You can see the evidence. I have nothing to do with it. Even the officers, they were saying I have nothing to do with it from early. They're telling me this is for my own protection. Just my own protection to stay in Panti for 2 months. You know what Panti is? So Panti, I was in a cell. But anyway, it's okay. Alhamdulillah. If I wasn't there for 2 months, a lot. I would have probably, a lot, but they need to keep me there for 2 months. But it's okay, like I said. It's alright. When I got out, I was gonna do a video to explain everything. But wow, they're doing autopsy. I was very happy. I'm waiting for autopsy. But anyways, what can I say? I can only say my side of the story. But if you ask me, I'll tell the police to arrest everybody. Arrest everybody that was in it. Arrest everybody again. Arrest everybody again. Everybody. Put an officer we can trust in charge. Arrest everybody again. We're not blind, you can see, but that's it. Lastly, we've got in touch with Mohbad lawyer and we are ready to give his share to whoever the court of family picked to be in charge of his estate. Since Mohbad passed away, we have not touched any money for Mohbad. Is there safe for whoever the family picks or whoever the court picks? You know what it is? It's a boy Naira Marley. I still remain a lawyer, Malian president. You know how it is.